The City of Angels Camp is known as the home of the Jumping Frog, as well as being the base camp for mountain recreation. There is a growing demand in the city for economic development, but transportation conflicts created from the intersection of two major regional highways inhibit future growth and limit the sense of place within the historic city. State Route 49 and State Route 4 currently converge at one intersection and have many contributing factors that lead to major congestion for local travel and tourists to our region. The Angels Camp Gateway and Corridor Study is a collaborative planning project between the City of Angels Camp, Caltrans, Calaveras County Council of Governments, and the community. The study seeks to improve safety and access on State Route 4 and State Route 49, build a connected vehicle and pedestrian local road network in Angels Camp, develop economic opportunities along State Route 4 and State Route 49, and better define the entry into Angels Camp.
The State Route 4 and 49 Gateway and Corridor Study is an integrated planning and land use study that really looks at how both land use and transportation can come together to solve some larger community problems.
It's called a partnership planning grant, and it's a grant that allows for the concentration of land use and circulation, and money comes from Caltrans in partnership with Calaveras Council of Governments. It allows us to then go look at areas in the city and plan where there's significant issues.
You know, here in Angels Camp, we are blessed in one way that we have two major highways right at our front door. But in many ways, that's also a curse or a deterrent because it concentrates a great deal of traffic in one intersection. And even with the existing growth that we're experiencing plus planned growth, we know that the problem is only going to get worse.
The Gateway and Corridor Study will suggest ways to alleviate the stress on the State Route 49 and 4 corridor by setting in place a series of future transportation improvements and enhancements to include intersection improvements at Foundry Lane and Angels Oaks on the Highway 4 entrance to bolster the future retail expansion and to attract future development of a needed hotel and conference center.
In addition to increasing the economic base, it also provides for new job opportunities, addresses a jobs housing balance by creating new housing opportunities within the study area as well.
So we did a market analysis, and that identified there's about $50 million of retail leakage, and we found that through introducing a more mixed-use, compact, and diverse land use element, that we can pick up almost 60% of the existing retail leakage. So that's 60% more money coming into Angels Camp that can be brought back to the community to support some of the investments like bicycle lanes, walkways, better aesthetics.
In terms of process, I think this is probably the most publicly involved process since the general plan. And anytime that you can do that and get that kind of input, then your plans are much more successful in the future, because I can't just sit in a room and draw colors and dotted lines for roads without the community giving input. So when it works from the community up and it goes up, then it works out a lot better.
We have had a great turnout, had a lot of really engaged and interested people. At each public meeting we had a presentation, an open house so people could provide comments, and also an online survey.
We've identified open space in the northwest portion of our city that can accommodate growth. It's right along the intersection of two major highways, and from a developer perspective or an economic perspective, it's functional and it works.
It's definitely a vision for the future. It's not going to happen overnight. It's going to take time. It's going to take private development. It's going to take the investment of Caltrans, of the city, of the county, and of course of the community to really see the vision implemented.
For more information, go to planningangelscamp.com.